Shabbat Shalom. The other day, we were trying to schedule a play date with our son, Dylan. You know, it's not like the 80s where I could just run across the street to my friend's house. You've got to call, and you've got to schedule, and you've got to plan. So I'm on the phone with the dad of Dylan's friend, and I shared how much we were looking forward to getting our kids together. And we agreed that Dylan's friend, let's just call her Rivka. That's not her name. Rivka, we said, we're so excited to have you. And her father said, that's amazing. I can't wait to come to your house, but there's just a few things you need to know. So, of course, whatever it is. Our daughter is lactose intolerant. Okay, this will be a dairy-free snack. Well, there's just one more thing. She's allergic to peanuts. Okay, no problem, no peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, absolutely. Well, she also can't have gluten, she's gluten-free. Okay, no problem, we'll get some gluten-free snacks. And the list went on and on. She can't have eggs, she can't. And as the list grew longer and longer, I noticed something troubling. I felt my compassion beginning to fade. I became intolerant to the voice on the other end of the phone. Admittedly, I was upset with myself. How could I be so insensitive? We're talking about a 3-year-old girl. How could I allow myself to feel so disconnected from empathy? So today I want to invite all of us to ask the question, what are we intolerant to? What is it in our lives that we have little tolerance for? And maybe going a step further, how has intolerance hindered human evolution? Intolerance has made us a little bit more aggressive in our exclusion rather than moving us forward to what we've always been taught and what we've always preached, which is that inclusion is the path to peace. You know, yesterday, March 28th, 1915, the first American citizen was killed fighting World War I. Arguably the beginning of 20th century intolerance. It was a war that claimed the lives of more than 20 million people, fueled by the intolerance of world leaders and dictators in a move toward political oppression. And only 25 years later came World War II, in which 85 million people were killed, including more than 6 million Jewish people. The epitome of intolerance toward an entire group of people based solely on their religion. From the mundane to the catastrophic, our intolerances do two things. First, they predict outcomes, sad, pathetic outcomes. Second, they inhibit our ability to uphold a set of universal ethical standards. Intolerance, I believe, offers a lesson far more profound than what we see on the surface. So I think that intolerance is a reflection, really, of our internal brokenness. It's a reaction to our inability to control emotion, to engage in rational debate. It reveals our inability to elevate our own self-worth. This week's Torah portion, the parsha that we just read, Parshat Pekudei, closes the book of Shemot. And over the past few weeks, we've read about Moses ascending Har Sinai, where he receives the first set of the 10 commandments. But as Moses descends the mountain and he looks over the horizon, he sees the people worshiping the golden calf. Feeling betrayed, he shatters the tablets in a fit of rage. But it's what Moses does next that gives us a master class in addressing our own intolerance. Rather than discarding the broken tablets, Moses brings them into the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary that travels with the Israelites on their journey. Why would Moshe insist that the broken tablets remain in the holiest of spaces? He could have easily left them behind. After all, it was a painful reminder of sin. We often say and use the word zachor, to remember. We use the phrases never again. It connects us to our past. And I think that's the answer. As Jews, we are commanded to remember the past no matter how painful it is. Whether sins were done to us or committed by us, we have an obligation to remember what breaks us. And Moshe, in his wisdom, understood something deeper. That each one of us is broken in some way. He knew we cannot simply leave our intolerance behind. We must acknowledge the deep division our intolerances cause, the pain it inflicts on others and on ourselves. And so we must do what Moshe did, collect the pieces, attempting to make whole and holy what has been broken. Over the past 18 months, we have no doubt felt a sense of brokenness. We've witnessed shattered dreams, lives destroyed, and faith diminished. We've seen how intolerance can force the hand of even the most upright and righteous. And we've heard people cry out, Allahu Akbar, as they kill in the name of God. That is not of God. And so what is Judaism's response to all of this? It's the affirmation of life in the face of death. We carry our broken pieces with us so we never forget. And we fight to protect what matters most: our friends, our family, and our faith. And so on this Shabbat, may we be blessed with the courage to confront our own intolerance, to gather the pieces which have been shattered, not to discard them, but to remember them and to hold them and take them with us. To remember that we can be broken inside and still remain intact. That's what Moses did. And that is what we are called to do. In preparing these remarks today, I was reminded of the Simon and Garfunkel song, Sounds of Silence, which mirrors the shattered dreams, where they sing, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because the vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sounds of silence." Shabbat Shalom.